Welcome to another ABS online video. Let's go and find out what we're going to learn today. What's yummy in week 11? Hello again, guys. Yes, here we are in week 11. We have looked at some good food. Some very good food. Some of the best food. Okay, what was it? What have we looked at? There they are. Yes. Do you remember? Of course you do. We started out by looking at potato chips, then chocolate, and then bread. I think we all started out thinking that bread was a little bit boring, but by the end of the lesson, I think we thought that bread was pretty cool. And now, what is it going to be? Do you remember? Yes, I can certainly say this. It's one of my favourites. When I was a small child, I would want to eat these every day. Of course, my mum didn't let me, but I still love them. Fish fingers. There they are. And of course, with fish fingers, you've got to have some tomato ketchup, haven't you? We're not looking at that this week, just the fish fingers. This week, some things are different. No harvest and no long process. Well, that is different because with the potato chips, we had to harvest the potatoes. With the chocolate, we had to harvest the cacao pod. And with the bread, we had to harvest the wheat. But not this time. And it's quite a short process as well. What do we need? Well, I think that is perhaps the easiest question ever. Fish, of course. Yes. Do we harvest fish? No, we catch fish. Now, some people might say that fish is a harvest because it's food that we take out of the environment. So it's a little bit of a difficult definition, but we're going to say that we catch fish. Maybe someone will argue with you. That's okay. If they can give you a really good answer, you listen to them. That's what's great about English. And it is a short process. Not many steps this week. Okay, so what is step 1? Good place to start, step 1. We have already said that. We catch the fish. Here's the problem. The fish come from the deep ocean, usually in the North Atlantic. This is a big problem because it is so far away. Now, that boat in the picture, well, really that's not good enough, because if you're going to go a very, very long way to get some fish, you want a big ship so that you can bring back a lot of fish. I think this boat can bring back some fish, but not a lot. Why is it a problem? Well, fish will go bad and be inedible really quickly. Do you remember edible? Edible. It means you can eat it. Inedible means you can't eat it. Look at those fish in the picture. They're old. They're bad. You can't eat them. They are inedible. Let's say it again. Inedible. Yes, great. Good word. How can we use the fish then? So we catch the fish. It's very, very far away, but the fish go bad really quickly. That sounds like a problem. How can we get them back so that we can still eat them? We must be quick. Ooh. Right. So, everything must be quick. Number 1, we have to fillet the fish. That's a new word. Fillet. Fillet. Well, that picture shows us a fillet of fish. Fillet means take away all the things we don't eat. Head, skin, and bones are taken off. Sometimes when we fillet things, we'll just make sure all the bones are gone. So that's the most important thing. Take away the bones. It doesn't look like a fish finger yet. No, but this filleting has to be done quick. No, doesn't look like a fish finger yet. Not yet. The fillets are laid out in trays and frozen really quickly. Very, very, very quickly. So they just look like big bricks of one big solid fish. But of course, there's lots and lots of fish in there. Quick freezing keeps the fish fresh and keeps the taste good. That's what we want. Now this is very important. After quick freezing, we can keep it like this for a long time. So, now we have no problem getting the fish all the way back to the land. This means that the ship can stay out at sea for a long time. A long way home. It is, isn't it? A long way home. It takes a long time for the fish blocks to get to the factory. Now those people there, they have got the fish blocks, they've come off the ship, and they're just like big squares of solid ice fish. Now, they're in the factory. Once there, they are sliced into the fish finger shape. So now they look like fish fingers. Well, nearly. Not quite. They're the right shape. Then coated in corn oil and breadcrumbs. That's great. Coated. Well, that's a new word. Coated. Can you guess? It's like a coat. It means completely covered. So, the fish has been coated. It's been completely covered with the oil and the breadcrumbs. It's got a coat of breadcrumbs. Now, something else that has to happen very quickly, because then they are flash fried really quickly. Finally, they are frozen really quickly. So when it says flash fried, it just means that the oil is very hot and the fish, well, the fish finger now, goes into the very, very hot oil just for a few seconds. Then they are frozen really quickly. It becomes very, very cold again in just a few seconds. It was all done really quickly. Everything. This preserves freshness. It keeps it fresh. So this fish has had a very long journey. It's gone from very deep in the ocean into the ship and then come all the way back to the factory. And this is just a very long journey. We've got to make sure that it's fresh or it won't be good to eat. Food only stays fresh for a short time. If you leave something in your kitchen and it's not in your refrigerator, then you go on holiday and you come back, what will it look like? Ew! It will look bad. you certainly will not want to eat it. How long does it stay fresh? So, what food could we talk about? Well, fish will stay fresh for maybe only 2 days. It's going to take a lot longer than 2 days for that fish to get out of the sea and all the way back to land. That's why we must preserve the fish. After 2 days, it's no good to eat. What about a burger? Well, if you leave a burger out of the refrigerator, it's only going to be good for about a day. If you put the burger on a plate today and you come back tomorrow, you can't eat it. It's gone bad. Steak. If we're very lucky, steak might last for 3 days. But I have to be honest, I would not eat it. A banana? Well, I'm sure you could do this yourself. If you leave a banana on your table and you come back tomorrow, it's already starting to go a little bit black. A tomato. Well, a tomato's got a really good skin, but that will only stay fresh for about 7 days. And if your house is a little bit warm, it's going to be much shorter. Strawberry? Well, if they're really nice, good, fresh strawberries, maybe you will be lucky and they will last 3 days. So none of that food lasted very long, did it? This is why we have to preserve a lot of our food. If we eat any of that food after it started to go a little bit not fresh, oh dear. That isn't very long, is it? Just a few days. It isn't. That's why we need to preserve the food. If you can eat the food straight away on the same day, that's great. Fresh food is the best food. But sometimes we just can't do that. The food comes from far away and we have to preserve it. Preserve just means keep something as it was, in the best way. We can use preserve for other things as well. A long time ago, I lived in England and they had some very, very old and beautiful houses. And people like to see these old houses. If you did nothing, the house would just fall down. So lots of people like to preserve the houses. Preserve just means keep something as it was. That is why we freeze the fish as quickly as we can. If we freeze it, the fish will be just as it was when it came out of the sea, just not swimming around. Is that the only way? No, there are lots of other ways. Freezing is certainly the most common way to preserve food, but there are lots of other ways. Many liquids, like milk, are pasteurized. Oh, good word. I think we should try and say that a couple of times. You say it after me. Pasteurized. Pasteurized. This is when the liquid is heated and then quickly cooled. Now, with milk, quite often that is pasteurized very, very soon after it comes out of the cow. So the cow is milked, then the liquid is heated, and then it's cooled. And we say that the milk is pasteurized. We have now preserved the milk. We can drink milk for many days after it comes out of the cow. If we pasteurize it and then put it in the fridge, we can drink milk maybe 5 or 6 days, maybe even a week after it comes out of the cow. Why? So, why do we pasteurize the milk? Why? Well, we will tell you that later. We're going to make you wait. Can you think why? Let's think about meat. I'm sure you've all seen this. Many meats are vacuum packed. A vacuum is something with no air. If you vacuum pack something, you suck out all the air. Can you see this meat? It's in a plastic bag. But the plastic bag has had all the air sucked out. There's no air in there at all. It's vacuum packed. Why? Why do we vacuum pack the meat? Wait, one more minute. Are you thinking, why do we pasteurize milk and vacuum pack meat? You think on. Now, the opposite of freezing is boiling, and this is used in many food preparation processes. So the food is boiled. Now we will tell you why. So some food is frozen, some liquids are pasteurized, many meats are vacuum packed. And lots of different foods are boiled. Why? Why? To preserve the food. But how does it preserve the food? Why does doing those different processes preserve the food? The main reason food goes bad is bacteria. We all know that that's not good. There is bacteria in everything. So you don't want it to grow. All food, all living things have got bacteria. Grow? Actually, bacteria are single cell microbes. So they multiply. So they don't really get bigger, they just get more. They love to multiply in food. Preserving the food does two things. First, it kills the bacteria, and then it makes sure they can't grow again. Now, if you then take the food out of the refrigerator, or if you take it out of its vacuum packing, only then will they start to multiply again. Are bacteria bad? Well, actually, they are not all bad, but some can make you very sick. Some can even kill you. Now, in your stomach, you have bacteria all the time, and they actually help us. But we don't want the bacteria that like to grow in unpreserved food. They're not good. Preserving food is really important, and eating the food before it starts to go bad. That will help. So, will this week's new words. Here's the first one. Fillet. That means taking away all the things we don't need, especially the bones, but also the head and the skin. Fillet. Vacuum. That means to suck out all of the air. Vacuum. And the word we've been using a lot, preserve. That just means to keep the food good and edible. Preserve. Coated. Well, that means to completely wrap something, to make sure it's completely covered. Coated. And one more. Pasteurize. Now this is a special word that's only used for some liquids. It's when we make the liquid very hot and then cool it down very quickly. Pasteurize. No more food. That is all we are going to say about food. Potato chips, chocolate, bread, and fish fingers. So, what is next? Well, you will have to wait. Not long. We're going to see you soon. Thank you for joining us again, guys. Bye. Thank you for watching our video today. Please don't forget, subscribe, and that will help us to make lots more videos for you. Thank you. Bye.